or the Pakistani forces, they would work on a strategy, if we have any, to eliminate the terrorists. The issue is of policy, and that is made by the elected members in White House, let's say, in Pakistan and Afghanistan. While you have a policy, you need to have a strategy for that. My question is, for having a political consensus, this should be the policy of White House, of Islamabad, of Kabul as well. And on this policy, to have a political consensus, then we can go for a strategy in Afghanistan, and we can ask our bureaucracies, our military bureaucracies and civil bureaucracies to work on that strategy. How important is political consensus to have peace and stability in Afghanistan?
I think it's very important. It works like an anchor role when we talk about, when we preempt any, upcoming challenge. Is as important as anything, because without any political consensus, as you just mentioned, that policy will lead to a better strategy. So in the first place, we have to have a rational policy, and for a rational policy, we have to have a consensus. Now, it is a sort of a confused matter in a sense, because if we analyze on the strategic front, White House has different analogies. White House has different interpretations for extremism and terrorism in this region. And then Pakistan has some other objectives and some other concerns, some organic concerns which are emanating from Afghanistan or from India as well. So, and then Afghanistan, as we know, that from time and again, instead of doing something on its own, it's an easy tool to blame Pakistan, and by doing this, they just believe that they are, they're putting the blame, and they don't want to act or react against the extremism and terrorism. So if we analyze these three major players for the elimination of extremism and terrorism, there has to be a synchronization amongst all these three. It's not about political consensus of one country. It's about political and about strategic consensus of all these major players. If they are serious to eliminate and to get rid from this extremism and terrorism for good, they all need to put their acts together, because if they don't do it, this is a kind of menace which is spreading not only in this region, which is spreading in Europe and across the world now. So West should be more concerned about this extremism and terrorism the way we are, because they are like, it's taking its fold, it's spreading its wings, not only in this region but other parts of the world as well now.
So Javed sir, can